Imagine walking into a room filled with the most powerful people on Earth: a billionaire, a world-famous celebrity, a president. Who do you think has the highest status? The person with millions of followers watching their every move? Or the person whose phone number nobody has, whose location nobody knows, and whose life remains completely inaccessible? In our world today, where everyone is fighting to be seen, a strange shift is happening. The people with the most power are no longer broadcasting everything. They're disappearing. Because in our modern world today, privacy has become something far more valuable than attention. It has become a status symbol. And by the end of this video, you'll understand why the ability to stay hidden may be the ultimate luxury of the modern age. But before we talk about privacy, we need to talk about a lie almost everyone believes. A lie that has quietly transformed millions of people into unpaid workers for an economy they don't even see. Not long ago, being reachable was a professional advantage. Answering emails quickly showed commitment. Responding instantly demonstrated reliability. Being available meant opportunity. At least that's what we were told. Then something changed. The tools designed to help us communicate became tools designed to consume us. The smartphone eliminated boundaries. Work followed us home. Algorithms followed us to bed. And suddenly, accessibility stopped being a skill. It became an expectation. Today, many people wake up and immediately begin responding to demands, messages, emails, alerts, and requests. Their attention is no longer their own, as it has become public property. Think about that for a moment. If anyone can reach you at any time, what does that say about the value of your time? As digital platforms become increasingly crowded, many elites have quietly retreated into private networks, invitation-only gatherings, and tightly controlled circles. Not because they have something to hide, but because access itself has become valuable, and valuable things are never given away freely. But losing your time isn't the biggest cost. The real price is something most people hand over every day without noticing, and once it's gone, you can't get it back. The internet convinced us that transparency was freedom. Share your thoughts, share your photos, share your location, share your life. The more visible you became, the more connected you felt. But every digital footprint leaves a trail. Every click teaches an algorithm. Every post feeds a profile. Every interaction becomes data, and data has become one of the most valuable resources on Earth. Today, systems compete for something far more valuable: predictability. The better they understand your habits, the easier it becomes to influence your decisions, your purchases, your emotions, even your beliefs. Ironically, the people who reveal the most often become the easiest to manipulate. This is why a growing number of successful individuals are embracing a new philosophy: not fear, not paranoia, but selectivity. The goal isn't to disappear completely. The goal is to decide who gets access, because in a world obsessed with exposure, scarcity creates value. But privacy doesn't happen by accident, it has to be built. And the people who master it are quietly gaining an advantage most people never notice. Being invincible intentionally isn't about hiding, it's about design. It begins with boundaries. Not every message deserves an immediate response. Not every opinion deserves your reaction. Not every platform deserves your presence. The most powerful shift occurs when you stop treating accessibility as an obligation. Instead, it becomes a choice. You decide when people can reach you. You decide when you're available. You decide when you're visible. And surprisingly, the less accessible you become, the more valuable your attention appears, because humans naturally value what is scarce. And by reducing your digital surface area, you also reduce algorithmic influence. Fewer distractions, fewer emotional triggers, fewer opportunities for external systems to dictate your focus. And then perhaps the first time in years, your mind becomes yours again. And this leads to a future that most people still haven't noticed. A future where privacy becomes one of the rarest assets on Earth. The next generation will grow up in a world where almost everything is recorded. Every post, every comment, every mistake, every reaction. And because of that, a clean digital footprint may become more valuable than a massive one. The people who learn to protect their attention today may possess a competitive advantage tomorrow, not because they're disconnected, but because they're intentional. The future belongs to people who can focus, who can think independently, who can resist constant interruption, who understand that accessibility is not a virtue when it comes at the cost of autonomy. Because ultimately, privacy isn't about hiding from the world. It's about preventing the world from owning your attention. And perhaps the greatest modern flex isn't being recognized everywhere you go. It's knowing that you can disappear whenever you choose and still remain powerful. Keep this in mind. The world will continue demanding more access to your time, more access to your thoughts, more access to your attention. The question is whether you'll continue giving it away, or whether you'll begin treating your focus like the valuable asset it truly is. If this video changed the way you think about privacy, let me know in the comments. Do you think being unreachable is becoming the ultimate status symbol? And if you're ready to reclaim your focus and see the world through a different lens, subscribe to Lucid Lens Animations, because sometimes the most important things in life aren't found in the noise, they're found in the silence.